In 897 AD, Pope Stephen VI ordered the exhumed body of his predecessor, Pope Formosus, to be dressed in papal robes and seated in a chair before a full ecclesiastical court. A deacon was appointed to speak on behalf of the rotting corpse. The body was convicted, had its papal vestments torn away, and was thrown into the Tiber River. This was not mythology, it was documented history, and it tells you something essential about the medieval world. A place where the boundary between the living and the dead was far more negotiable than we imagine. But here's what is stranger still. Life expectancy in medieval Europe was not the 35 years often cited. That figure is pulled down by catastrophic infant mortality. Adults who survived childhood could realistically expect to reach their late 50s or even 60s. The darkness of the era was not uniform, it was concentrated. And concentrated it was. The Black Death, arriving in Europe in 1347, killed between 30 and 60% of the entire European population within 5 years. An estimated 25 million people on a continent of roughly 75 million. Some villages were so thoroughly emptied that they simply ceased to exist. Archaeologists still discover these ghost settlements buried beneath fields across England and France. Even more surprising, medieval surgeons were not entirely incompetent. A 9th century Anglo-Saxon medical text called Bald's Leech Book contains a remedy for eye infections, a mixture of garlic, onion, wine, and ox bile, that when tested by researchers at the University of Nottingham in 2015, killed over 90% of Staphylococcus aureus bacteria, including antibiotic-resistant MRSA strains. Then there is trial by ordeal. Accused criminals were forced to carry a red-hot iron bar for 3 paces, or plunge their arm into boiling water. Their wounds were then bound and examined 3 days later. A clean wound meant innocence. A festering wound meant guilt. And yet perhaps the most unsettling fact of all, fear of premature burial was so widespread that medieval coffins were sometimes fitted with small bells connected by string to the corpse's hand, so the buried could ring for help from below the earth. The Middle Ages were not simply dark. They were complex, brutal, and astonishingly inventive. A world navigating survival in ways that still echo quietly beneath everything we have built since.